Alright guys, I'm just going to run you through my preparation for a quick Coherence Coronation Classic meal. For this I'm going to use carrots, celery, kale, zucchini, collard greens, and some 75% lean ground beef with heart, kidney, and liver from US Wellness Meats, my preferred place. I like to dice everything. If you have your own style for this or another tool you'd like to use for this, go for it. I just do it manually by hand. And I like to steam everything, by the way. Okay. I will put the carrots and celery in together because I steam them for the same amount of time. And I time everything a particular way. You'll see how I do it, so that everything finishes at the same time. Next up will be zucchini. Alright, here's the kale. That's about how much I do. For any leafy greens, I don't steam for any longer than 1 minute. That's 1 minute maximum. Don't want to destroy it. Leafy greens, steam for longer than 1 minute. Don't destroy it. And for anyone who doesn't know, and you wouldn't, I suppose, I did suffer from SIBO, known as small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and I do have a couple MTHFR gene mutations, which drastically reduce my body's detoxification capabilities, and so leafy greens help a lot with that. That's why I do so much. And this combination in particular is also good for anybody suffering from SIBO. It's not going to bother it. Of course, on top of that, I do a lot of fasting, intermittent fasting, extended fasting. I do combinations. I really like ketosis. It feels really, really good. Inflammation drops dramatically. I would also typically do some arugula with this, but I don't happen to have any on hand today. And broccoli sprouts too if I had access to it, but I currently do not. Obviously, if there's any vegans watching or straight herbivores, you can do this without the meat, and sometimes I personally do that if I'm not, wanting to feel heavier than usual, but I definitely do high fat, moderate protein, especially to gain the benefits from all these fat soluble vitamins here. And I am quite lactose intolerant, unfortunately, so I use ghee. I prefer this brand if you can find it. If not, there are alternatives. So my timing for steaming these is I'll put carrots and celery in first for 3 minutes, and then if I have asparagus or something, I'll put that in next for 1 minute, and then the zucchini and the leafy greens in for 1 minute on top of that, and it all finishes at the same time at exactly the texture level that I want it. Nothing's too mushy; it's still got body. And then we mix it together with the Oregon ground beef combination that I have. And yeah, don't have a heart attack when you see how much ghee I use, by the way. All right. 3 minutes. Also, I am not a doctor, so consult your healthcare physician before you make any changes to your diet, so on and so forth. I am, however, a certified nutritionist and health coach. And at minimum, I am a 1 meal a day kind of guy. A lot of times I will extend that fast to 36 to 48 hours. But 1 meal a day by default. And I don't weigh a lot, about 130 is where I sit, 130 pounds. So if you're going to fast and get into ketosis and all that, you need to make sure you get enough dietary fat, because at this weight, there's not a lot of margin. So, and you definitely want your vegetables because you don't want to risk getting into a metabolic acidosis like ketoacidosis or something like that. I happen to have a handy breath monitor that I can use to test my ketone action. It's pretty accurate. Time to add the rest. All right, time's up there. Give this a quick rinse. And now we add our ghee. Try not to have a heart attack. And once that's about melted down, we can add our veggies here. Oh, collateral damage. I like to add a bit of pink Himalayan salt. With 1 meal a day, you need to make sure you get your electrolytes. And once that's done, If you have decided to cook your meat with this, I only add about half a pound. I cook a pound at a time, but I only add about half. And this was half I had pre-made. Then you're ready to mix. And there you have it. I will typically eat all this in one sitting. You don't have to. You can, however you want to fast. If you fast, you can split it into 2 meals. And coming soon, my homemade keto cacao bombs for anybody who's interested. Wildly Organic is fantastic for all of these things. Very, very good. Some of the best olive oil you can get right there. And if anybody's interested, some structured water in the near future. That is structured water with a shot of organic wheatgrass juice powder and my pure Hawaiian spirulina.